Okay, so I removed this battery charger from one of these rechargeable battery things. And then I soldered and hot glued the connections to a small lithium polymer battery. And it appears to be charging. I can't really tell, but I have a multimeter out to measure the voltage. So the goal of this whole thing is to connect it to this little camera which stores the stuff on a micro SD card. So I can power this and basically make a mini GoPro. Little fact, I'm actually recording this with a GoPro. Just magnets. So I'm going to let it charge for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back. Okay, it's been about a minute. I'm going to see how much power I have. So, I have this set to the 20 volt setting, and I'll probe it. Oh, I can't get everything on camera. Okay. So I'll unplug this now. All the lights went off. Okay. Now, I'm gonna probe this. 5 volts. So I have 5.01 volts on the output. So if I can. So can't get everything on the screen here. So I'll probe this. 5 volts. So now I'll try powering something. I don't know. What should I power? How about an Arduino? No, I have that one wired up. Something in here. I have in here. It's really. You know what? Even better. We'll use this little battery thing to charge another battery. So there's another one of those batteries. There's another one. Now, let's plug this in and see what happens. Getting blinking. Now, make the voltage output. It's dropping around because the battery is probably not fully charged. And then when I take the load off, I get about 0 volts. Okay, I'm out. 0 volts, okay. So, I think what I'll do is I'll put this on charge for a while, and I'll just see what happens. Now, just note, this thing got a bit warm. It's got a bit warm, but I've been told it's normal for batteries to get warm while charging. So I'm just going to trust that and hope this doesn't explode. No, so this camera module has a micro SD card slot here, some weird foreign USB connector, and a microphone. So the way it works is there's 3 pins, a positive, a negative, and a control. Connect the positive negative to power, obviously. Then the control, if it's connected to ground for under half a second, it takes a picture, and for over half a second, it starts a video. Then when it's connected to ground again, it stops the video. So now, if we go to my sensors draw, which is this one, I believe. No, yeah, this one. I can just get one of these little push buttons. So basically my plan is to solder directly to those connectors right there that connect the USB port to the thing. Then I soldered that to one of these buttons and connect this. So to make like a mini GoPro type thing. It's kind of risk-free because this was $12. Both of these were free. This button is less than a few cents. So a really cheap GoPro that's technically disposable, but it's safer to put on projects than a $400 camera. Also magnets. Okay, I'm gonna put it on charge and see, maybe 15 minutes-ish. Okay. So just while we're waiting for that thing to charge, this is what I took it out of. I have basically just this thing, and I just cut those connectors. Didn't even desolder them. So this is one of those little rechargeable batteries. It's basically this, except this one was a circular one that Zach got somewhere. So it's the exact same thing as that. Except this is some batteries Zach got from somewhere else. I don't know where he got that. Originally I was going to just take this thing and wire it up to there, but this is a bit bulky. So I want to see if this thing will even work. It's pretty warm now. Actually, I'll get a temperature reading of it. Okay, so this is some digital thermometer I found. So let's measure that. $96.2. What about, just for reference, it's the table is room temperature. Error, because it's too cold. What about this? 95. So they're both decently warm. Okay. There's a crack on it. Okay, so that's still charging, but so I have a Adafruit trinket, the button, and the little camera thing. So here's an 8GB micro SD card. No idea what's on it. I found it in a parts drawer. So put this to that little slot. There. So now it's all hooked up. So that's the actual camera lens. So now, the way this should work, I have this battery that I tried to charge with that. This has power in it, obviously. So now I plug the trinket in. Now it's supplying power to that. So if you look, you'll see the blue LED and there's also a red one. So when I press this really quickly, it takes a picture. When I hold it down, it starts a video. Press it again, stops the video. Now this phone is on charge, which has a I can get this open. It's a micro SD slot there. So in a few minutes when that's done charging, I'll show the video from that. So theoretically, instead of having the big bulky battery, I have this little one, and all that is soldered together. Or maybe I'll just put it on one of those tiny breadboards that cost like $2. And I'll probably just solder it smaller. Okay. Actually, I just remembered. So, don't need that. I built a computer. It's just a Raspberry Pi, a screen, and a whole bunch of wires shoved into a box. So, now I'll just take a few more pictures of the GoPro. Like that. And one of me. Now, unplug this. Remove that. Take this. Take that. Plug this into this. Then put this in here. Plug this in. That turns on the fan and the display. Then shove that through there. Pull this out. And I'll lift this up. There. So now it should be doing a boot up sequence, and we'll be done in a few minutes. It should boot up. Where is power? It's loading. Yeah, there we go. So it's now booting up. So while that boots, I'll take this thing. It's an adapter. I can put this in there. Which way does it go? Does it go this way? No. Oh, even better. 1 second. Adapter reception. Here's a micro SD to regular SD adapter. I'll take the micro SD, put it in there, and then I'll take the SD the adapter and plug it into the USB adapter. I can figure out how it fits. There. So now I take this whole thing, plug that into my Raspberry Pi. That sound was the fan jamming on these little things, because I have the fan there. Okay, so now I'll take out my mini keyboard that I have. And select OK. So now I'm going to open the pictures in File Manager. It's in DCIM. There's a lot of stuff here. Here's photo. Maybe that's it. Here we go. So, there. You can see a picture, one of the pictures. Actually, I think I can do this. Yeah. It's another picture of the GoPro. And that's just a picture. Picture of that. And a picture of me. Pretty fuzzy pictures. Decent quality for something that costs $12. But as you can see, I'm able to view the images on the Raspberry Pi. So just unplug that. And I'll shut it down. Oh, no, I need to unplug this from the battery. And then when that light stops flashing, I can unplug this. There. So at this point, this is probably decently charged. Okay. So I'll take the micro SD card out and I'll put it back in the camera. Okay, let's see how much power this thing has. So, unplug that. See if we can even power the little camera thing. In reality, I would have this soldered directly to that. This is just a little adapter, so I can easily convert the USB Type A to the just power pins. So, plug that in there. And, moment of truth. And, I hate plugging in things one-handed. Set the camera down. Plug it in. Yeah, we've got power! Okay, now I'll do a picture. It works! Yay! Okay, so that means it works. So basically what happens is I have the power from here. It's converted from 3.3 volts to 5 volts in here, through the wire to the Adafruit trinket, which all all it's really doing is turning on that LED. It takes the micro USB and converts it to just pins that I can wire onto this breadboard. I use this actually, like, programming these is hard because drivers and Windows and nonsense. So programming these are very annoying. So I mainly just use the one I have for stuff, powering things. And it's recording. Hello, blah blah blah. There you can see it's recording. You can't see it because of the glare, but there's a red light on there that shows it's recording. And stop. Okay, good. So that means this works. So next video, well, next recording on the GoPro of my desk, I'll probably have everything soldered together. Maybe. Bye. Okay, so now I'm soldering everything together. So far, I soldered the wires onto this. I connected the wires to this little battery thing that I showed yesterday. I just covered it in tape and hot glued some wires to it. Then I have these are the two output wires, and right now I'm soldering. That's my iron. Over here, I have the camera module, and I have this big switch, which is actually bigger than the camera module. This is only temporary until I get a smaller one, so I'm only going to tape the whole thing together. In the future, I'll 3D print an enclosure. Okay, I'm going to finish soldering. Okay, so I finished it up. That's the camera piece. This is the switch for power. That's the control button. I have the control for the, this is, you plug it into the camera to take the photos off. The battery shows that a bit here, but it's fine. That's the charging port, and that's just a little power port that I didn't really want to desolder because I didn't trust myself. So I'm going to turn it on for the first time. See what happens. Okay. This is power. Oh no, the control light. Okay, I'm going to turn this back off for a second. Okay, I'm going to expose the control light. 1 second. Okay, I exposed the control light. It's that little thing there. So let's turn it on. Power. I don't have power to the circuit. It doesn't have power. 1 second. Okay. Turns out this little switch I was using is faulty for some reason, not 100% sure why, and it's restricting the power flow. So the reason why it wasn't turning on is because there wasn't enough power going to it. Don't know why. It might be because there's a built-in LED in this that might be sucking the power, but I'm not sure because I measured with the multimeter, and even without the LED on, it was still not good. Not good. I mean, not enough power. So I'm redesigning it. I'm just going to have it you contact 2 wires and that turns it on. I'll continue recording when I get it to work. Okay, so I finished building it and it works. I tested it, not on video. So I have the little camera up here, I have the whole power system here, just a little button here. So the way it works is these 2 wires are due to be shorted. Like that. Now the blue light came on. That means it's powered up and ready to run. So when I press this button really quickly, it takes a picture, held it down for about a second, then let go, starts taking a video. So now it can hear me with this little microphone here. And I press it again to turn it off. Then, if I need to take the video off of it, I have a cable somewhere. If I can find it, I have a cable that plugs into that little thing. Don't know where it is though. I just had it. Here it is. So this is the cable. It's a really weird type. I don't know what it is. And I can just plug it into there and then plug the other end into a computer, and then I couldn't take the photos off. Now to turn it off, you just move these 2 wires away from each other. It's a really bad system, this, but I designed it so I can easily just solder a switch on once I get a decent one. So now I just shut everything down. this, that, and close it. Actually, so while I was hot gluing it, a little strand of hot glue came off, like it always does, but there's a little bit on the end of it, so I thought it was a flying bug, so I tried to hit it out of the sky. Unplug that. That's the hot glue gun. It's still hot. It takes like maybe 10 minutes to cool off. So this is the fan I use for soldering. It's literally just a battery adapter thingy, hot glued to a switch. I need one of these switches for that thing. Anyway, I'm gonna go do a few more tests downstairs, and I'll continue recording after they're done. Okay, it works. Yay. Next. So actually, it might be a bit of background noise because of my sisters, but so here's what I did. Just put a piece of tape there. The switch, you can still get to it. So now, actually, I'm editing the video right now, so that's all that. But so I'll demonstrate this. So I have this thing. I'm serious. If I lose that cord, where did I put it? Oh yeah, I put it in here. There it is. Okay, good. So now I take this end of the cord and plug it into there. There, good. So now I can take that, just set it off to the side. Now if I plug this in here to the computer, you can see the blue light turns on because it has power. They also, trust me, the red light's on now. It says there's a problem with it. Don't know why. Anyway, there's no problem with this, it's fine. So now if I go to photo, I have all the different pictures that I took. In photo, I can open the picture, I can look at it, can look at all the wonderful pictures I took with this super low quality camera. And video, I have lots of videos, obviously. You can see that's actually the screen on the front of the GoPro. It's another video. Now there is actually audio, but this thing is really stupid, and the audio only works if I talk directly into that little thing right there. So, actually, so if I go back, no, not this, that, and do number 6, you can see, you might be able to hear it. For some reason, it glitches out. Don't know why that happens. Probably just because it's $12. Now you can hear it. That's because I was talking directly into the microphone. And this is just a recorder. You can see it does see color, but not to the extent of a phone or a camcorder or something like that. So it can technically see color. Yeah. Also, I charged it up a bit. The charging works. Everything about it is fine. I'm going to probably bring it to school tomorrow and show my teacher. She wanted to see it. Yeah. That was fun. Okay, bye.